Taking a look at some of our national and international headlines for Thursday, July 27th, 2017, we see that the United States House of Representatives has voted to move closer to imposing fresh sanctions on Russia. It was an overwhelming vote, actually, to impose new sanctions, and now still has to go on to the Senate and then to the President. At this point, no word as to whether or not the White House will actually sign sanctions against Russia, given the close ties or perceived close ties and all of that other stuff. However, at this point, it is causing a bit of international consternation as the EU is saying, hey, you're going to be hurting our financial interests with this too. And, of course, Russia's saying that they're going to wait and see what actually happens in terms of what actually gets passed before they have any reaction. However, they have promised a tit for tat. Looks like there are signs of a new missile test coming from North Korea, possibly as early as today. Once again, some speculation that these missiles could reach Alaska. In Afghanistan, the Taliban stormed a Kandahar base and killed quite a number of soldiers there, but also lost 80 members of their own Taliban forces. President Trump has decided that transgender people cannot serve in the U.S. military. As, between a series of tweets and official policy statements, apparently the president has reversed the Obama-era decision that would allow people who are openly transgender to serve in the military. China's Navy has announced that they are going to be sealing off part of the Yellow Sea temporarily for the sake of exercises. And as the great Brexit betrayal has begun, it looks like they are going to be forced to remain in the EU ipso facto for at least a while. Looks like the very earliest they could see control of their own borders would be 2021. Remember, they're supposed to be out of the European Union by 2018. The people voted, but you know what? Those who are in charge know better than the people. Some questions being raised about what the FBI is actually hiding. There was a 9/11 slideshow internally that a news organization sued to get access to, freedom of information. And when they got it, a whole bunch of information had been edited out. In some cases, entire slides missing. In other cases, the redacted slides. They want to know what was so important. What's the FBI trying to hide? The speculation at this point is that has to do with the Saudi connections. Most people know that 15 of the 19 hijackers were Saudis, and yet the United States did not pursue anything against Saudi Arabia. They went after Afghanistan and then Iraq. In Syria, more air raids and shelling by U.S.-led coalition forces have killed more civilians. And the first Republican health care bill has failed in the U.S. Senate. As the voting continues all this week, we're likely to see a number of other bills come up and fail as well. That's what we've got for our national news. My commentary today focuses on the issue of actually another story that we didn't get a chance to talk about today, fake news, and how you cannot believe what you read, obviously, but now you also can't believe what you see or hear because of new technology that allows imagery to be manipulated in real time. Someone might be having a press conference, and you're hearing words and seeing his lips move that are completely different than what he's actually saying. We'll talk about it in my commentary. Hit me up with an email if you've got a news suggestion for me, steve@radiofreespeech.com.